I would watch us.
WorldWideChels.
Subscribe to WorldWideChels.
Thank you for your support.
Yes, people, welcome to another Chelsea Watchalong. Newcastle against Chelsea. It's the big game where we're going to start our long run just before the World Cup. We're going to start winning games. We're going to be back. Graham Potter in for life. Lewis Hall starting today for Chelsea Football Club, which is beautiful to see. But the team lineup, not really too happy with it. Obviously, Carlito not coming on today because Azpi is playing. Get him. And also Mason Mount in the lineup, I believe. Yeah, he was in the lineup. I'm sure he was. But we do have Gallagher. We do have Broja. So we do need to, have a bit of faith in this team now. It's a few changes. Graham Potter's going for it, of course. We had Man City losing today. Hopefully Arsenal lose today as well. Tottenham somehow won. But yeah, I'm sure Matt J will be very confident for the game. Matt?
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a long day. A long day.
Just put F1. Just put F1 on in the background.
I mean, I'm happy that Wilson isn't playing because that should mean that they lose a little bit up front. But the main problem I have with this team is there's absolutely nothing from the wide areas. There's no width. You've got two midfielders playing as wingers who are going to want to cut in. They're going to naturally want to cut in because that's what they do, because they want to be in the central areas. You've got Azpi, who cannot provide any attacking width, and you've got a 17-year-old who you're basing all your attacking width off. It's Alicia Keys. We've got no one in the wide spaces. This is going to be so easy to break down. All Newcastle have to do is pack the middle, and we're going to have no answers from this team.
Luckily, we don't have Saint Max running at that Azpilicueta as well.
Azpi will have him. Azpi will have him, bro.
No, Azpi will not have Saint Maximin. Guys, he can maybe win one or two duels against him, but he will not. If there's a running battle, Saint Max will smoke him.
Come on, guys. Come on. Let's keep it positive. Come on. It's a new day. It's a new day, guys.
I am positive because Azpi is not facing him. That's a positivity.
I hear that, but overall, you got to tell me a Chelsea win. I'll only believe that you're positive if you say Chelsea win today. I told you, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to be positive, but Newcastle are playing better football than us at the moment and have better results than us.
I agree, but it doesn't matter. We put all that to the side. This is a Champions League final. This is how they need to think now,
Champions League finals are one-off game. We don't perform in league. In the league, we only perform in one-off games. This is not a one-off game.
Guys, I try my best to be positive.
Newcastle have scored 11 goals and conceded 2.
I am going to be optimistic in saying that we might get a draw. That is as far as my optimism goes.
You are the new ads.
That is as far as my optimism goes with this team.
The only positive thing is that Joe Linton is playing as a winger. That's the only thing that for me is a positive, because his best position is in centre midfield.
Yeah, sorry, I was just looking at Matt's comment to Carly, and that was spot on. But guys, everyone tune in, man. Please like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm going to be disappearing for 10-15 minutes. I've been running late, but I want to get the stream started. Matt, talk to us through the lineup, man, once I come back.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's ridiculous. I mean, obviously, in terms of the people that haven't heard the lineup already, you've got Mendy in goal. I don't know whether it's a back 3, back 4, whatever it is. I don't like it, but I'm going to assume it's a back 4 of Lewis Hall, Koulibaly, Chalobah, Azpilicueta. And you've got midfield, Loftus-Cheek, you've got Jorginho, and you've got...
It has to be a back 3, in my opinion.
Maybe it's a back 3. Maybe it's a back 3. I honestly don't know. So say it's a back 3. So you've got Lewis Hall wing back with Ruben Loftus-Cheek. You've got Jorginho and Kovacic. That's it, in midfield, and then you've got a front 3 of Gallagher, Mount, and Broja. That fantastic front 3.
I only
With,
wish that it was. I only wish that Mount was swapped with Oba. That would have been more. I would have been more happy if that was lineup.
yeah,
Because
I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that at all if that
yeah,
was the
because
lineup. But
I get that Mount can do good things on his day, but he hasn't been performing for at least almost 10 games now, and he's never been dropped.
and what you'll see from the Newcastle lineup, which is exactly where I'm not confident, is the fact that they've got Chris Wood and Joe Linton. They
Two
could
big
easily
men.
play two up top. Almiron drops into the centre, and then they've got four midfielders covering the centre, which we're going to struggle with.
Yeah, we saw that against United when they played a three-man midfield. The way Potter changed the game was because Gallagher wasn't feeling well. He put in Kovacic. We went to a diamond in midfield, like a 4-1-2-1-2 on FIFA. If you see that, that's the only way we counter it. Because if they have 3 or 4 players in midfield, which they already do, they are probably most likely, if they have a lot of movement, and we have seen that out lately in our midfield. When they move around and play the ball, we are going to get overrun in that midfield. If you only have two midfielders, if Mount or Gallagher drops back, and it is like a 3-5-2 with Broja and say Mount or Gallagher behind him, or a 3-5-1-1, that's more okay, because then we have at least one extra man in the midfield. Midfield, but either way, I'm not really looking forward to that, because even though we're saying that, Joe Linton was deemed, I would say Joe Linton was deemed as a flop when he first came to Newcastle, because he cost them 40 million, which is a lot was a lot for them when they bought him, and he only scored like 3 goals, I think, as a striker. He's now been reinvented as more of a midfielder, but he can still, I think he can still do a job as a striker. So, and he's also, don't forget, we also have like Chalobah and Koulibaly, who are 6 foot, over 6 foot, and then we have Azpilicueta, who's under, and Lewis Hall, who's also under 6 foot. So if there's a lot of crosses, that's going to be an interesting duel as well, because I think if we're playing a 3 at the back, and they go 2 up forward with 2 big men up front, they will target Azpilicueta. We have seen it before when they have big men. They target that back post on Azpilicueta's side, and doing a lot of crosses on that side as well, or to that side, because of course they're going to target the smallest man in the defense, which is why not always Cucurella or say Azpilicueta, or even a Kunde, if we signed him, would sometimes be dangerous, because they're weaker in the aerial duels.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of the comments, Gary, if I'm relying on having a shave for Chelsea winning, it looks like I'm going to be a hobo in the next few months. Chelsea ain't winning anytime soon. I'm going to be.
Hey, Matt, will you shave your beard if England win the World Cup then?
If England win the World Cup, I'll shave completely, bald, everything, skinhead.
Whoa.
Because I know it won't happen.
Fair
I
enough.
think it might.
I'm going to go from hating Chelsea because I see 2 Chelsea English players to then seeing that for England.
Yeah. Who do you feel should have been more deserved to start for Chelsea, or get the England call up? Ruben or Connor?
I don't mind Connor being there. I think Ruben would have a good role in England because he can play multiple positions in case someone gets injured.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, I think the way Gallagher's going to be used is when we need a bit more energy in the final 20 minutes, Gallagher will come on.
Yeah.
Because I think he's ahead of Phillips purely because of fitness, in my opinion. I think Phillips is only going to play if Rice and Henderson get injured.
Yeah.
Henderson hasn't really been that great, so you could argue is he better than Henderson at the moment?
Probably.
It's going to be. We all know it's going to be Rice and Bellingham starting in that defensive more defensive midfield, and then you're going to have one of Maddison, Mount, Foden, Grealish in around that area.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Gallagher will have a good role. I'm not bothered with either of them two.
Yeah, but I feel like I know Connor had a pretty good year or pretty good season last year for Palace, but I still think Ruben, because of his versatility, like he's not played there a lot, but he can. I think he can do a job as a centre back. He has done it before for Chelsea, both for our youth team when he was recovering from his Achilles injury, and he has played there in the League Cups. And you saw it against Man City. Him and Aspi switched positions sometimes. Him went down to the right centre back position, and Aspi went to the right wing back. So he can move there, but of course he's not going to play centre back. But he's I would say a really versatile player, and therefore could have been a good asset for Gareth Southgate. But
yeah, I mean, the one thing about Ruben is you tell him to play defender, midfielder, striker, winger, wing back, whatever. He'll play it and he'll do a decent enough job.
he's a really well-rounded player, in my opinion.
If in an emergency, and I can predict this, Harry Kane picks up an injury. We then have to rely on Callum Wilson, and Callum Wilson gets an injury in training. Then we are stuck with either putting Rashford up front. But if you had a Ruben Loftus-Cheek there, potentially you could stick Ruben up front. I don't like him in that role, but it's better than sticking no one up front. But there you go.
Yeah, that's true. I feel
we
bad
have
for
the man that apparently is not watching the Chelsea game. Carlito, here we go.
Hey.
You enjoy?
I'm in the show. I was only sitting backstage for 5 fucking minutes. Jesus Christ! It's all good. No, I'm watching the game.
You gave up. You gave up, you little.
I conceded like a little bitch. I can't help it. I'm addicted to the blue. What can I say?
Yeah.
You got to see King Louis play.
I love King Louis. Dude. I can't help it. He's awesome.
So happy. I'm actually so happy that he's been given this go.
Dude, Alfred, we were talking about this yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and the cynics were all saying, "Oh, Louis, no way, not gonna play." Well,
and I do like that. I do like that Amari is on the bench as well. Potentially could get his chance as well, depending on how it goes.
Matt, this is a Ruben and Lewis wingback thing, right? This is what we're doing.
Loftus-Cheek is down.
Yeah. Oh my gosh!
Ruben's gone down. Oh no!
I need to get the game up.
Who do we actually bring? Oh no! Because God, if Ruben gets injured, Azpi's going to be a wing back.
And Thiago Silva is going to come on and play center back, and
which is not a
Chalobah
bad idea.
Will move to the right.
Fuck.
If Ruben comes off from Azpi's at wing back, then I can completely understand.
No.
What minute
No, Matt. You know what, dude? Go with Pulisic. I would go with Pulisic.
What minute are you on?
I have to watch on
4
Peacock, dude. I have to watch on Peacock. I can't. It's not live here. Like I can watch every single Premier League game, but some of them are streaming. It's the way it is.
Yeah, mine's about 4:45 now.
I'm on 5 minutes now.
Oh, he pulled something, guys.
Well,
yeah, I'm on 5.
Only 5
Yeah,
minutes.
not good for Chelsea. First, Pernille Harder pulled something, I think, for Denmark, and then now Ruben has pulled something for the men's team.
That's same Chilwell, 8 to 12 weeks out.
Did you see Matters got injured?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who?
That's James Madison. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's why I'm like I know that people call him Matters, but yeah, I just need to think for a second.
Sorry, my bad. Yeah, no, I love dude. James Madison's been unbelievable this year.
Yeah.
Well, if Madison gets injured, then maybe Southgate can actually put Ivan Toney in the team.
Yeah,
he just might.
Ivan Toney. I really don't understand this Callum Wilson hype that everyone's going on.
Wilson's played good though, Matt. Wilson's been pretty good.
Yeah, but the thing is, Wilson's played good in the last 4 weeks. But Ivan Toney's played good for the last year.
Dude,
I don't see how
you watch him today? Oh, go ahead, Sidra. Go ahead.
Ruben's going down the tunnel, so he's being subbed off.
All right. So who's on? Oh, Thiago Silva. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're dropping like flies, fellas.
Yeah. Like our injury crisis is being even worse.
Well, Syndra, let's just be clear. This is the last game that we have to watch for a while. So.
Yeah. That's
And as
true.
far,
Hey,
as far as we are aware, but everyone
Can
will come back.
Hutchins?
Yo,
can-
Matt Ball, Tony was awesome today. I watched
Tony
every
is
second
Tony
of
is
that
an awesome
fucking
player
game.
in general. I would take Tony in this team all day.
By the way,
Yeah.
Man City should have lost 4-1. It was 2-1 was not a fair result. They got brutalized.
That's true.
It was like, and look, and this is what I say every single time. Everybody talks about Man City. They do one thing. They overload flanks. They get into the half spaces in the final third, and then they bring a ball across the 18. It's just a cut ball. Their entire game plan is the cut ball from either one side or the other. That is all that they do. It's the only thing that they do. It is the same patterns from the back to the front. Everything is the same. And if you know it's coming, you can defend it. And you saw, Holland barely touched the ball, no shots on goal, and Brentford was fucking outstanding. But you know what? Brentford wasn't exactly bothered, as you English people like to say, because they were anticipating everything. Everything.
I've said from the beginning of the year, and a lot of people gave me a lot of shit for this, but I've said that Man City don't look as good with Haaland. Yes,
no, they don't.
Haaland has been fantastic in spells and scored lots of goals, yes. But the overall team has suffered because of it. The perfect game that I will put out now, speaking of Newcastle, is the Newcastle game with Man City. I think Man City like 2-0 down or something, and then they come back in the second half. But
was it 3-3 final?
Yeah, it was like 3-3 or something like that. Man City don't do that. Man City don't do that. Ever. But they've dropped a little bit as a team because I think the structure that they have to play towards Haaland is messing them up a little bit.
Well, you look at the best modern teams of the era. Liverpool having Firmino as not a striker, but he's just a guy that just floats around. You see Man City last year, same thing, and the year before, just a guy that just floats around. You see, even with Real Madrid, like Benzema, he doesn't stay central. Like Benzema moves around just like Harry Kane. Like these guys, they are all over the place. They're dropping into the hole. They want to be participating possession. With Haaland, Haaland is a traditional player, and like City is not a traditional team. And all in the modern football game, this is why strikers are becoming more phased out. This is why I never thought of Harry Kane as a striker. He's always been like a 9.5 or whatever type of thing you want to call him. But he's always been a guy that moves. He's always been a guy that puts the wings above him. When he comes in, because he's drawing center backs with him, and the wings are actually the people that get into the spaces. You don't really see Harry Kane getting like through balls.
That's true.
I think the traditional striker is kind of dead.
Yes,
and that's why, even like with Broja is a big man and he can hold up the ball, but he can run in behind because he knows he has to do that. Otherwise, I don't think there is any striker that is doing well that's not running in behind and doing that floating work.
Even Lewandowski moves all over the place.
Yeah. And even like with this Endrick fella.
He's going to be everywhere. He'll be everywhere.
Everyone was like, "Oh, he's a small forward." I'm like, for fuck's sake, get out of the 1990s. If he's a small forward, doesn't mean he's not going to do well at Chelsea. I think Endrick will be a fantastic fight.
Yeah, Messi's played false nine for many points in his career, and I think he was okay. I think he was okay.
That was what I was going to say. No, don't forget that also
Messi could have improved.
Yeah, he was okay. He was okay. Not bad.
He was okay. He scored 91 goals in 1 year as a centre forward. Okay.
Is that crazy, Sidra? Hey, Sidra, you're young, but there is YouTube for stuff like this. You should go and check out this guy that used to play for Brazil. He was also on Barcelona, and he played in the Dutch league as well. It's a guy named Romario. You've probably heard him. Pretty sure you've heard of him, but go and look at the way he used to play, because the way he used to play is exactly how Endrick plays. Exactly how Endrick plays.
I've heard of Romario, but
he was 5'5", but his he would just sort of move all around the back line, right? And then his burst of speed, kind of the way Aguero used to be when he was at Atletico. His burst of speed was just unbelievable.
And his first few years at City as well. Don't forget he started.
Aguero was the shit. He's one of the best strikers I've ever seen. But I'm just saying, when he was at Atletico, It was worse defenses,
Yeah.
so he was like really burning people. But go
like-
check out Romario because that's what Endrick was being compared to.
I wish we pushed more for both Aguero and Modric when we were linked with them in the 2011 and stuff like that. Because it's so funny to think about Modric being voted as the worst signing that year in La Liga, and then just waiting for him to like say "fuck you guys for voting me this." I won a Ballon d'Or. Not many players have done that since Messi and Ronaldo's era.
Yeah, really good player.
Yeah.
Still good. Still good.
Yeah, still good. Like I think also the longevity of football is improving because of like some of the medicine and the equipment and stuff.
I mean, health, lack of drinking, the whole deal.
You see, Ronaldo, he's not fallen completely off as a 38-year-old, but he's starting to. Thiago Silva is 37. Thiago Silva is 38, playing for Chelsea and is going to play at the World Cup. Dani Alves, I think, is now playing in Brazil, but still 39, going to play the World Cup. Go on, Broja. Go on, Broja.
Matt, Azpi looks so bad, dude.
Like, he's now just coming into. We just lost the ball almost at their box, and now Azpi has. I just saw him run up to the field like.
Yeah, Cinder, you see how isolated Broja was there? Man, we can't be doing that. He needs support.
Cinder, this is what I'm talking about. There's no one out wide because Broja's having to go out wide and make runs out wide because Mount and Gallagher are just going to come in because they're midfielders. Azpi is not going to provide. Like if you had two very attacking fullbacks to come up when Mount and Gallagher go in, that's fine. But Azpi, you could give him the whole half to go up the pitch and he might just about get there.
This is why we're missing
it on his own.
And this is why we're missing Chilwell and
extremely lopsided.
Yeah, we're missing Chilwell and Reacham so much because they bring us the with when they attack. This is one thing I like with Alonso as well. Sometimes, no, I'm glad Sadiq isn't here because I'm giving props to Alonso. He would just be saying, "I told you so." But Alonso could keep. He kept the width of the pitch. He was sometimes hugging at Salah on the left side. And then,
because if he ran inside, it would take him too long to get back outside.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he's too slow.
But sometimes he did that, and he scored bangers as well. Don't forget that. He scored some good goals.
I saw the guy play. I'm glad he's gone.
Yeah,
I don't, Sindra. I can't keep doing it, buddy. I can't keep talking about Alonso. It'll drive me insane.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I like you. You know I like you. It's all good.
Shall I talk about Ashley Cole instead of how good he was?
Buddy. I've got days of energy to talk about the best
when Ronaldo says that Cole was one of the hardest players he played against, that shows that something, and you can see highlights of Ashley Cole bossing Ronaldo like 5 times.
Matt, this Mendy possession is just killing me. We need to stop using him as like a sweeper keeper. His feet are terrible.
I just don't see why we bother when Mendy's on there. Just play around. You don't need. It helps in certain situations, but you don't really need to keep passing back to him. Just play it along with yourself.
What is that? What is that from Koulibaly and Mount? Like, please wake up! Like, you just let the ball run past you, Mount.
Mount, dude.
Yeah,
I just saw it. Oh my god!
I don't think that's Koulibaly's fault. He's just trying to play the ball properly.
Yeah, I know.
Standing there, not got a clue what's going on.
Yeah, he's not paying attention. He's not on it. He's not got his vitamins. And then of course Azpilicueta is getting okay. Let's see. We'll look against Azpi. Of course, he's getting beat. Thank God, Koulibaly is distant.
Do you know what's bad about this? Do you know what I hate about this at the moment? We're playing like we're the mid-table team.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're sitting back, hoping that they don't score and going for a counter, which is fine. In some situations it works, but we can't put a proper counter attack together, so it makes
because we can't find the man that we're going to counter with. Like if we hit Broja on a proper counter, like 1-on-1 against a defender.
You need guys like Pulisic in this game.
I was listening to a very knowledgeable manager the other day who was on TalkSport, Sean Dyche, as much as
I love him. I love him.
As well as he's not a top class manager, he knows his shit. He knows his shit, and he's not just a Burnley manager like everyone calls him. But he was saying the one thing that kills you in the Premier League is transitions. If you don't have the defensive and attacking transitions on point, it kills you as a team, no matter who you are. And he said that was always the big thing with well, in his case, he was referring to more relegation sides, which is Nottingham Forest and that. If you don't cut the transitions out, then you're gonna get relegated. But in the same way of Chelsea, if we don't start, and we've never had great transitions, and that's why we can't fundamentally do well, because the midfield can't transition, the attack transitions one way, and the midfield transitions another way. You've got to have some harmony in it.
Yeah. Like we had transition before, like when we won the title.
Why are we so isolated? Why is everybody getting the fucking ball with 3 defenders on him?
Exactly. You're on point. The last time we actually had a proper good transition was when we won the league. Well done.
Yeah, it was the best. We were the best counter-attacking team in the world. But that's all we did, Matt. That's all we did.
And then before that, Mourinho. Well done. Yeah. Best one. Mourinho's transitions. That was obviously there was the beauty of some of other Mourinho stuff, a defensive masterclass, etc. But it was the transition, the fact that you could go from defense to attack like that. And you could blink of an eye and you'd miss a goal with Mourinho at times. And that is the true magic of Mourinho. He had transition. He's probably still one of the best transition managers in the world right now. I don't think anyone does transition.
Alfred, what do you got?
That was at both of his runs at Chelsea as well. Because back in the day, we were fucking phenomenal at that too. We were so good. You know.
Go on, Louis. Oh.
I had a good Johnson, man. I love that guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now we're talking.
and like, don't forget we had like Matic, especially on the Mourinho and Conte.
Remember when Matic first came? Holy shit, was he good? Him and Fabregas were fucking unbelievable together.
I was gonna say Matic, Fabregas, like even Oscar at some point, like Ramirez, like Mikel as well. Like all these players knew how to transition a ball. I feel like we can't transition the ball. No.
But you know what? The thing that makes me upset the most is that even before we're talking about this team being potentially one of the worst Abramovich top teams in the Abramovich era. You look even before Abramovich, like some of you go back to the Gola, Dennis Wise eras. Yeah, their teams are better than this.
Yeah,
much better.
Yeah,
they could at least play football. Sorry to interrupt you, Matt. They could at least play proper football and score goals. We won some trophies during that time.
Mate. We were. Everyone, when everyone, all the young fans keep going, "Oh, Chelsea's a boring team." Mate, that team of Zola, Wise, and all that. That was
not boring. That was not boring.
That was a saucy team. Absolutely wonderful. We might not have won every single game in the world, but you come out enjoying the game. You come out thinking, right, I've paid 20, 25, 30, 40 quid, whatever the ticket is at that time of year moment. But you'd always come out thinking that is well worth my money.
Dude, Matt, we are getting pushed back. Our attacking mids are becoming defensive mids when they receive the ball. This is way too anatomically incorrect.
We are doing nothing. Nada. Nothing.
Yeah. This is really poor by Potter.
We're acting like a mid-table team.
The other thing I was going to say, you mentioned Sean Dyche. Let me tell you something. You give him a good team, he's not going to play like that. He's not going to play Burnley.
I mean, he even said himself.
No, he's a good dude. He's a really good manager. I like Sean Dyche a lot.
He said just because he's played like that at Burnley, that was because it fit Burnley's style and it was fit the Burnley budget.
It's all about personnel, dude. You can't fit a round peg square hole. That's what they always say, right?
Exactly.
Dyche is not going to say, "Hey, we're going to play expansive football," when the guys just can't do it.
And even he started to do that more. He started to be much more expansive in that last season. Or it didn't work out for him, but that was because he was promised a lot more money than he was.
He's going to get. By the way, that's bullshit because they fucking lied to him. He's gonna get a better job. I guarantee it.
Like also like say the City and Liverpool fans are debating who's better, like Klopp or Guardiola. And every argument I always hear is like, "Oh, Guardiola always had money and a good team to do it with, so he could do that, play that the way he did." But don't forget, he also started with like Barcelona B, and then he built something at Barcelona before he spent all the money.
That was not him. Sidra,
Yeah,
that was
he-
not Pep Guardiola. No, come on, man. That framework started with Cruyff.
Yeah,
That was
Yeah.
not
but
Pep
he-
Guardiola.
Let's be honest. I mean, everyone talks about this Man City team is fantastic. And it's one of the best squads in the world. It's like, well, yes, because they've spent £1 billion on it.
More
Yeah.
than Matt, more than that.
Yeah.
More than $1
Well,
billion.
that's the value of the squad. I expect it's a lot more. But you can't. Of course, you're going to spend all that money, and you're going to have. It's going to be £1 billion squad, and you're going to be very good.
Yeah.
Of course you have.
yeah.
That's why you've never seen it before, because no one's ever spent £1 billion before. No one's
United
even.
have.
Yeah, it's interesting. You see, they've never spent like 150 on a player, but they spend consistently 60 to 70 million on every player they have. They will consistently spend on the high end on every single player.
Yeah.
So it's not like all that money. It absolutely adds up when 22 of your players, all of them are between 50 and 80 million dollars each. That absolutely adds up. Absolutely.
Yeah. And you might have the odd player, a Kanji, for example, that costs less than that, but they're all around that figure.
Yeah,
And
100%.
Man City don't want to get ripped off either. If they've got a player they think, right, we don't want to pay that, we don't pay that. Simple as.
They don't have to. They just don't have to. I mean, they're like, okay, well, we'll just score goals in other ways.
Yeah.
It's a really good team. It's just I don't think their football is. I don't
Yeah.
think their football is revolutionary. Because it's not. It's not.
I'd say the only player that they really kind of had to pay the extra amount for was Grealish.
Yeah. And I think I've actually think
I-
he's been pretty good. He's been pretty good for City. People don't agree with me, but I think he's been fun. Not 100 million, but he's pretty good.
Yeah. I think he hasn't been as bad as what people say, but I don't think he's been as good as what some people say. But I'm kind of in the middle. He's done okay, but not set the world alight.
Well, you have to understand. My take is that I don't think any player's worth $100 million. Like I don't think you'll ever live up to that.
I don't think anyone's really worth 8 million.
No, it's because there's so many players. The field's so big. It's really hard to make like a singular impact.
The market is ridiculously broken.
Yeah,
I like Grealish.
It's terrible in a way.
Go
Because
ahead, Alfred.
I was going to say, I like Grealish like Carlito likes Mount.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
I love the party boy. I love the guy that shows up hungover.
The only thing I don't like about Grealish, I don't like some of his diving antics.
Yeah, it really bothers. That really bothers me.
That has toned down since he's gone to City.
I'm sure he's been told to tone it down.
Yeah.
But then again, Matt. I looked at the game today. Every single Man City player was looking for a foul. Every single one of them was looking for it.
Yeah,
it was so bad today. Like you saw a really good player in
Cancelo.
in Cancelo, and that fucking guy. I mean, it was embarrassing. It's like Cancelo, you are one of the best at your position. You should not be doing that because it's just so unbecoming. Oh, I don't think he's. At left back. Well, he's a right-footed left back.
Speaking of embarrassing people diving, Bruno Fernandes is.
Yeah, I was going to say against Burnley.
Fernandes
Against Aston Villa.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that I was
Gallagher. God
absolutely
damn it
redeemed.
again, Gallagher. Lose a possession. Come on, man. You're killing me, Smalls.
Like Broja is the only one that's actually trying to do something for us.
Thank God, for once, Chalobah actually gets it away.
Don't speak ill of Chalobah, Matt, because people will be on your ass. Don't speak ill of him.
Nah,
It's not. It's illegal.
I'll say Chalobah has been decent for us, but like he can be bad as well. Like he's not like every.
Let me ask you a
player
question. If he was so good, would we have spent 80 million on Wesley Fofana?
Probably not.
There you go.
I don't think Chalobah has been good for us, no doubt about it. But I wouldn't say he is deserving of a start just yet. Like there's a reason Tuchel wanted Fofana because he knew that if I get an injury, I at least have Chalobah, but I'm not going to play him because I have all the other centre backs. But of course, we have had injuries.
But
And-
I do think this is what I think. At no point have I ever said that Chalobah deserves to be a starting centre back at Chelsea. But at the same time, I would be happy with him being.
Oh, what the fuck was that pass? Oh,
You also see Mount. He slipped.
Minerals, vitamins. I liked Johnny Minerals' video today, but he also doesn't practice what he preaches.
What did he say?
Oh, this. It was a good video about that these players are human beings, and I get that, but then again, they're also making money that human beings don't normally make.
Yeah,
so.
they're very privileged in what they do.
Yeah,
Yeah. There's a difference between absolute abuse, but they deserve to be. If someone wants to boo them, while I don't think it's productive to boo anyone, because I don't think that makes them be better really.
Right.
All I think is it creates more of a toxic atmosphere. So everyone is well in their right to boo, especially if you are paying 90, 100 quid for a ticket every fucking week, paying your own money in there to watch them very
and the team
privileged
on performance.
do
it's
shit.
And Matt, the other thing is that, dude, I mean, if anyone's ever worked in hard labor, getting up, sometimes I have friends that I went to high school with, man, that they get up at 4 a.m. and they make minimum wage and they're working on, they're working in really hard labor. And I'm thinking to myself, anybody that's making the money that these footballers are making, and even complaining just a little bit, the guys that are, working hard labor, they make in 3-4 years what these guys make in a week, and it's just fuck, man, it's such a privileged existence.
Good chance. Yeah, sorry about that.
No, you're fine. It's a watch along, man. We say whatever we want.
Yeah. And don't forget also, those guys that work in hard labor are also building the.
They're also doing God's work, man. They're actually contributing to society. This is just football, man. But so I think that we make too many excuses for these guys. Is my point. Way too many.
By the way, Carlito, I thought I was going to have to go and get a pair of glasses today because of you.
What did I say?
When I was scrolling through Twitter and I saw you throwing Johnny Minerals a compliment.
I did.
I said to myself, "Nah, fuck, this isn't right, man. I got to go to Specsavers."
Did you think that Elon Musk got to me and someone was impersonating me?
Something along those lines.
Carlito, I saw it and I was nearly gonna report the account for just
parody account. Get me banned. Oh, hey, Sneak. Welcome to your stream, your company, your timeline.
Welcome, man. How you been?
How do you think?
I've not watched the first 30 minutes. What's going on?
No, you've not missed
much,
anything
nothing.
apart from one chance 2 minutes ago. Oh,
Ruben's injured. Ruben already off
Mount?
injured.
Ruben got
right.
injured. He had to be cut.
Azpi looks 50 years old. Mount is playing like a 12-year-old. In fact, that's an insult to the 12-year-olds that I've coached because they're actually good. This is just not good.
Jorginho's having a shout and fight with someone, but I don't know what he's doing.
Mendy's given the ball away to Newcastle about 6 times. It's just good stuff. Real strong.
I mean, Jorginho, I don't know what you moan about. It's a foul.
It's a foul, buddy.
Yeah, I fucking hate when players do that. Like, what the fuck are you complaining about? There is no possible way.
I understand, because as a player before, I understand the idea that you want to try and put in referee's head and start calling shit every 5 minutes. But obvious stuff like that, there's just no point.
Yeah.
Because as a referee myself, at that point, I just ignore you. You don't.
The one thing, Matt, I was notorious as coach. As a player, I really didn't say anything to the refs. As a coach, though, I was such a dick, and I have never met a referee that has changed his mind after I've yelled at him. Not one. Not one.
Yeah. If
That's right, 'cause he's the fucking boss.
Carlito was the coach and he was moaning at me as a ref, you wouldn't get another word out.
Oh
of me.
no, you would say this arrogant prick. I'm going yellow cards for his team, man. That is exactly right.
Yeah. I was a very bitchy ref. So if you start being bitchy to me, I start booking players, and then you shut up.
Oh yeah, no. There's these people forget these refs are human beings and they are susceptible to emotion. They will absolutely let it cloud their judgment. Absolutely.
We're really struggling.
I mean, it was funny because I used to referee a lot of my brother and my dad's games when I was a referee, and my dad was always thought, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be the biased referee for them, giving them a bit more chances." And actually, I was biased the other way because I didn't want to look like I was a dickhead.
Yeah,
referee. I actually didn't give them any decisions whatsoever, especially when it comes to my brother. My brother would get.
Oh, go ahead, Matt. Go ahead.
Go on.
I was just gonna say, Matt. I have to say this is one of the worst performances we've had all year. We're playing really bad.
I'm glad we're just talking because we don't have to talk about this match.
This is really hurting.
Yeah.
Everyone had to see this coming with that lineup. You had to see this coming. No Aubameyang, no Pulisic, no Havertz. I mean, fuck, bro. No Thiago Silva to start. This is just wild. I would go for Cucurella right now. Absolutely.
Like the only bright spot from this match, in my opinion, is Broja.
Yeah, because he's a bastard.
Like he's trying everything he can on his own up front to get closer to that goal every single time.
Can't do any more than what he's doing now.
How else? What else? What do you expect? He's got Dan Burn sticking his foot up his ass. I mean, this is insane. He can't do anything. He's 1-on-4.
And this is the problem. This is the thing I have with Aubameyang. Aubameyang can only do so much before he can't do much after that.
This is why I would swap at either Connor and Mount and bring on Aubameyang, because if Broja and Aubameyang can play together, they can at least keep the ball together so we can have a decent attack.
And it has to make players like Dan Burn think a bit more. Because he can't just sit on Broja and nothing will happen. Because
Dan Burn wants a fight. Matt, Dan Burn wants a fight. He doesn't want a chess match. He wants a physical fight. And right now, we're kind of playing into his hands. But if we can go underneath Burn, if we can go around Burn with guys like Pulisic, with guys like Havertz, with guys like Aubameyang, then it's a different thing. And it's much more misaligned with his skill set.
Oh, what a pass from Louis Hall, man.
Keep in mind, Sindra, some people are behind. Just saying.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good, buddy.
But you just have to.
You gotta love Louis, man. He's fucking great.
Even the crossback to take out the player, that was fantastic before.
And isn't Louis Hall left foot as well? And
you saw there was a right-footed hit. That was a right-footed hit.
Yeah.
Sindra, good eye, buddy. Good eye. Matt, Sindra, I'm telling you again, man, this kid just saved us some money, bro. He did. He's good. He's fucking good.
Yeah, he is. Like, he has, in the dev squad, right? In the academy. Yeah. He's the second highest scoring player there.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Is he behind, Omari?
Yeah, Omari's the highest scoring player in the dev squad on 6 goals.
Matt, did you see Koulibaly come way into the midfield on that?
Yeah.
So what Lewis Hall did is he transitioned back into Koulibaly's spot. That was really smart by Lewis Hall. He did it instinctively.
And that's the thing. You a 17-year-old knows that already.
Yeah, that was just so fucking smart.
To his game. That's his
game. I don't even know if Koulibaly said anything because it was so simultaneous. Like he went. Boom! Immediate transition right into that diagonal spot.
By the way, he has turned 18 now. By the way, he's not 17.
Yeah, he's 18. Yet. He's 18. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, but my point is a very young footballer.
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
Not a bad ball by Minerals. All right, Minerals.
You get these players that you get a lot of them where they have these weaknesses and people go, oh, they'll come with development. It's just because he's young. Yeah, sometimes people do learn it, but there's some players that just have it naturally, and they are the best players. And Lewis Hall has that already. You can see it's natural.
Or it's something, Matt, or it's something he learned a long time ago. Yeah. So it kind of looks natural.
Please let Louis Hall take this corner. I want an outswinger, not an inswinger. I don't want Gallagher to take it.
No, I don't want Lewis Hall taking it because it'll just be the typical Chelsea thing of it'll hit the first man because that's what Chelsea corners do.
Oh, here we go.
We'll just
no matter
Hey,
No matter
Sadiq.
who
Hey,
plays
Sadiq, you alive there, bro? What's going on?
There we go.
You don't
Sorry?
say.
I'm watching the
nothing,
game, man.
Nothing, man. No, you're good.
He's just
You're good.
asking if you're alive.
It's boring, man.
My man hasn't moved for 40 minutes. He's
Guys,
frozen.
Gallagher and Mount together is probably the best I've seen. Chelsea.
It's just Sadiq said yesterday he doesn't troll. He's immune to trolling.
Yeah, like I would still take either Gallagher Mount out for Aubameyang so we can have
Yeah.
two strikers.
Minerals.
Even I even want Havertz instead of either one of them because at least you can have two players linking up together up front.
You didn't want Havertz in the team.
Yeah, but I want him
I've got
now
a
because
question.
Broja can't do anything on his own up front. I want someone to support him or help him.
Minerals.
The question, by the way,
Yeah.
where is Sterling? Why is Sterling not on the bench either?
He's ill. He's ill.
Yeah, there's this illness going around. It happens right before people go on vacation to Qatar.
Yeah,
It's just illness.
That's basically Gareth Southgate said, "Give me a rest."
Yeah.
He's got the bubonic
Yeah.
plague or something. I don't know.
I honestly, like. Have you seen the press conference from Southgate on why why Tomorians wasn't?
That actually made me physically just like.
That hurt my
Brain
brain.
just fog.
Yeah, it's melted my brain because how can you say like he's young, but he hasn't showed enough. He just won the Serie A with.
Yeah, but my question is, especially when he's won the Serie A, that fair enough. You could say, oh, that's down to the team. But you've had one of their own coaches and AC Milan legends, Paolo Maldini, said that Tomori was the main catalyst of that Serie A title. So my question is, how can you look at that and go, that's not enough compared to Maguire, who hasn't been on the bench for Man United, a very shit team.
Or Conor Cody, who was cast out. He was captain of Wolves and then cast out on loan to Everton.
Yeah.
Like how can you?
Or you've got Dyer, who is bang average.
Yeah, like
And
how can
let's be honest, they're going to be the three that start, and that probably Stones as well.
I think one of the reasons he kept Dyer is because Dyer is very well liked as a person by England.
I would probably take Dyer.
Dyer is cool as shit.
But Cody and
Maguire.
even Cody, if you want Cody as a experienced voice in the dressing room, maybe. Maguire, I do not understand why you've taken.
No, I don't get that one either. That one is really and Matt, again, let me speak because I just speak on this because I don't like England. I don't give a fuck about England's national team. I have no stake in it. And even let me just say objectively, I'm like, the Maguire thing is really weird. Like I don't see how you're not bringing it. So I'm not even saying Tomori or Chalobah. I'm just saying someone else.
I get that he can be important, because of how he have performed in other, both the Euros and the previous World Cup. But still, he isn't starting.
Do you want really does my mind as well? He's only got one natural left back.
Yeah, but if you also have Trippier, who can play there.
The problem is, and I don't mind you putting right backs at left back because that can work. But the problem with Trippier, he's so one-footed. Every time he's played at left back, which was basically the last Euros, he'd have to cut in on his other foot to then cross it. And it's like, you can't do that. You need someone that's naturally just going to whip it in. Yeah. And he can't do that. Trippier can't do that. Trippier is a very good player and will put in a solid performance. But you need a left back. If Shaw gets injured, you've got no one.
Yeah, obviously Chilwell would have been there.
Tyreek Mitchell, who's had a very good campaign in the Premier League. You might not play him unless someone gets injured, but just have him there so you have someone that's natural left back. For fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Southgate just draws me. Can't deal with him. But anyway, I mean, it's good to rant about that because that means I don't have to rant about this shit team.
Yeah.
Honestly, as I've said, I'm going to repeat it again. We're just playing like a mid-table team.
Yeah.
We're playing like we're like Norwich or Everton, just defend.
Well, not Norwich because they got relegated.
Well, the way the form we're on, it's not exactly it's getting towards that form.
Yeah, and Liverpool also won today, I think.
Yeah, Liverpool won, Tottenham won. City lost, but City are miles away from us anyway.
Yeah.
Wait until towards the end of the second half, or at least the last half an hour. I expect a much bigger fight. from
No,
Chelsea.
but Alfred, why does it have to take 60 minutes to have a fight?
Maybe because the fucking just because of the World Cup in their minds. Maybe.
But for me, that's a load of bollocks. These players that need to fucking grow a pair.
I know. I completely agree. And normally,
I'm not being funny. I'm not being funny, Alfred. But Bruno Guimaraes is going to the World Cup. Callum Wilson, I know he's on the bench, but he's going to the World Cup. Trippier's going to the World Cup. Pope's going to the World Cup. I imagine what country's Almiron from?
Paraguay.
If Paraguay are in it, they're going to World Cup.
I don't think they are.
Who else is in this squad?
Botman is not going to the World Cup. He was left at home.
Botman was left at home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But even Newcastle.
Yeah, my point is Newcastle will also have players going to the World Cup, and they're doing absolutely fine.
Are they?
They've been completely all over us.
I reckon if the World Cup wasn't in a week, they'd be fucking 2 or 3-0 up by now.
Not specific. I think they're missing key players in St. Max and Callum Wilson.
Yeah, both of them are on the bench, so they can come on and change the game.
They've completely controlled this game. They're not even out of second gear, really.
That's what I mean.
But they don't have to be out of second gear. They know if they control it like this, the goal will come. They don't have to. But that's not because of the World Cup. That's because we're doing absolutely nothing. Look, last 10 minutes, we've only had 29% possession.
Yeah, but how long is that going to last?
Acceptable. That is not acceptable from these players.
They shouldn't be doing that because how do they know we're not just going to come out in the last half hour and fucking, as unrealistic as it sounds, score 2 or 3.
Alfred, did we do that? Did we do that against Arsenal? No. Did we do that against Manchester United? Which this game reminds me exactly of the Man United game. We did not come out. We said we were waiting for him to come out. We got a very lucky penalty, which, yes, it happens, but we didn't really come out for that. We got an idiot in the box that decided to pull someone down.
Well, unfortunately, Matt, I have to concede that is a fucking good point.
I've not seen the fight from this team this season under Potter, and that's not Potter's fault. It might not be his fault. I just think these players don't have a mentality anymore, apart from a few individual players that have an elite mentality in their own minds. Which obviously I don't need to say them players because you guys know who them players are. Probably the only player that would ever get into another Chelsea team comfortably. One of the best defenders in the world.
It's just so sad to see this, man. Like, fucking
Now I know how United and Arsenal have been feeling for the last few years.
You know, I was saying that to myself lately as well. We laughed at them for so many years, but it's not a laughing matter. This is not funny. This is fucking pain.
Yeah,
this is painful. Like, Jesus.
Hey, but Almiron has been really quiet, and I like that. Like, Lou Hall is keeping quiet on the right-hand side.
And the shit thing is, how long might it be until we can fix this problem?
I think we're gonna have a problem. I think
a couple more windows.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a problem for at least 2 years. Like for Windows, like we need to sell certain players and let go of other players. Like I don't really want to renew Jorginho or maybe even Kante's contract.
Look, I kind of agree. I'm just at a point where I'm starting to want to see everybody just fucking gone. You know, like everybody that's been here for a while. We need to just start, refreshing this team, which we have done. But I mean, like even more, you know, just continuing to do it and as quickly as possible because there's seriously wrong things going on at this football club currently, and it's not good. A club of our size and expectations, it's just really, really bad. You know.
Come on, Kova. such an awful pass, man.
The only thing that is keeping me positive at the moment is just the unpredictability of this club, as we have shown in the past. I'm gonna, I say this all the time. We have looked so bad a few times and have come out of nowhere and done something fucking really amazing. It just seems to be a Chelsea thing, and that's the only thing that keeps me going right now. But even that, I can't really see it from this team at the moment. Like, what can you win if you don't want to win?
Yeah, I mean we've got to do a lot of changes, and Potter has got to. I mean, the thing is about Potter, I'm not bothered about how we're playing now. Really, realistically, as long as we can try and get as many results as we can, I'm not bothered about how we're playing.
I'm sorry, Matt.
Because we can't.
That's nothing.
Or that
that's a handball. That's a handball.
No way. He fell. What do you mean? He fell. Well, he was
sliding.
Yeah, but I think he could move his hand out of the way. Really.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a
Alfred.
slow.
I've seen them given.
It's a slow ball.
Really?
It isn't the hardest ball from Dan Burn, and
the thing is, I know Chalobah is falling and sliding, but he doesn't need to put his hand there really. And with how the ball's not going that fast, he can move his hand out of the way.
Yeah,
but he's chosen not to.
In my opinion,
but isn't that just a natural movement when you're doing that sort of thing? You can't really control
when the ball's going slower, Alfred. It's a very much more. It goes into that grey area of it can be given, cannot be given.
Yeah, in my opinion,
it's one of them ones. I'm not unhappy if it's not given, but I think if that was the other way, I think we'd be mad about it.
Go.
It's not. It's just come up half time on my phone, Sadiq. So shut up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what the fuck is this man talking about? I'm watching him walk.
Yeah, how many minutes was Sadiq watching at the time? Was he watching another game?
Mr. Never Trolls.
I'm watching on my TV right here. I'm 2 minutes ahead of you.
Yeah, it's a half time, man.
It's literally half time on my screen already.
Oh man.
Yeah, in my opinion, that Chalobah thing should be a handball, because I know if a similar situation like that happens tomorrow, and it's given, people are gonna go look back at it and say that Newcastle should have gotten a penalty from that, like Arsenal did when we got a penalty against United. Like Tomlin pulls someone down in the box. The day after, Jesus is pulled down in the box, I think against Newcastle. Wasn't given, or Brighton or someone, wasn't given. So, in my opinion, I hate to say it, that's a penalty in my opinion, because
it's one of the ones I'm not. I wouldn't be surprised if it was given, but I can also see why it wasn't given at the same time. There's a point of view where you can argue both sides. So it's,
I agree on that, but I think
it's in a VAR call, I look at it and go, I can understand both points of view, so I'll stick with what the referee's decision is, because I've assumed he's taken them points of view. Or I'd communicate, have you looked at them point of view? And if the referee goes yes, then I'll go, all right, fine.
Yeah, but look, did he move his hand intentionally towards the ball?
No, like his arm was stuck in the ground. It was just planted here, and it hit him. But yeah, it's hard to say.
You don't want anything from the shop? Should I get the orange slices from Hudson-Odoi, or you don't want?
No, don't even start talking about Hudson-Odoi, please.
I think we need Hudson-Odoi in this team.
That's how bad we've got that we want Hudson-Odoi back in this team.
No, facts. Everyone tuned in, man. Like the video, man.
Yeah,
it's amazing performance.
Like and subscribe as well. And
we're back, guys. We're back. Second off, you're gonna see a new Chelsea team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope I see more. I hope I see some substitutions at halftime.
Hey Sadiq, I'll have a pack of sour cream and chive chips, please. Legend.
A pack of what?
Sour cream and chives, Smith chips. Legend.
Oh, Pringles. Okay, cool.
No. You got
Those are
to
good
get some
things.
sweet chili sensations.
I've got that at home already.
Ah,
By the way,
If you
Lewis
get-
Hall was the only good player that I watched today.
Broja,
Who?
in my opinion, Lou
well,
Hall
I
and
think
Broja.
Broja played quite well, but he's got nothing around him.
Yeah, like that's why I want
Man,
like
Roy-
Havertz or
Broja
Aubameyang
was
up there.
bursting an absolute gut to
Man,
try and
got
do
hot.
stuff, but there's nothing else he can do
Yeah,
because he's got two central midfielders pretending to be wingers.
yeah. Like if like in my opinion, bring on bring on Havertz, Aubameyang, Pulisic, and even Ziyech for that matter, for one of those two players.
I wouldn't say Ziyech. Bring on Pulisic and Aubameyang.
Yeah, like Ziyech just because he can at least get the ball and maybe cross it to Broja.
I wanted to say earlier as well, we were talking about Manchester City. I didn't get a chance to say, as funny as it may sound, they may have actually fucked up by signing Haaland.
That's what I was
I mean-
saying earlier.
I mean,
I don't think they're as good a team as what everyone says they are. I think Haaland's actually not
Costing
helped
them.
their
well,
yeah, it's
for
costing
me,
them a little bit.
I said even before the season started, as soon as they signed him, I think he's a fantastic player, and I'm not saying they fucked up by signing him because he's not a good player, because he fucking is.
He's a goal machine.
He is a goal machine. Yes, exactly. But Manchester City is the kind of team, or they have been the kind of team that has just had everyone involved all the time. That's why they've been so good, so free to attack how they want, and everybody was putting an effort in, and everybody was scoring goals. It was a very free flowing team. Now,
I actually think. No, go on.
Sorry, just quickly.
No, go on. I interrupted you. You.
I was just going to finish saying that now they've got a very, very big personality that instead of playing free football and just doing things as a team, they are now centered a lot of what they do on Haaland. You know, they basically changed the culture of the way they play, you know, and their style.
It's affecting their style. They probably will transition and get better, and it will work out. But they're not. I said this at the beginning of the season. I got a lot of hate for it, just like kind of you, Alfred. I imagine I got a lot. I mean, I always say I always get a lot of hate for stuff. For prime example was I assume day one I said Bruno Fernandes is an absolute flop and he's going to flop. He had that 6 months of absolute brilliance or
And what has
brilliance.
he done since?
And I got absolutely abused saying I don't know football, blah blah blah. I should stop commenting on football, not watch football ever again. Bruno Fernandes now comes shit, and now I reap all the rewards. I'm just like,
but Matt, look, I'm not gonna lie, all right. I hate that fucking club with a vengeance, right? But I actually think there is a very good player there, but in another team.
I also think Haaland would suit us better than Man City.
No, because the thing is, Alfred, I watch him for Portugal as well, and he's worse when he's played for Portugal. That's why he doesn't start. He don't really start for Portugal anymore.
I think
okay.
Alfred was talking about Haaland, weren't you, Alfred?
No, I was because Matt was talking about Bruno and saying he's reaping the rewards of having proven that he's not that good. I forgot that he doesn't really play for Portugal anymore. But I don't know. I feel like that can be a combination of things. You know, he's probably not happy. You know, his club has been shit for
But he has been
For
part of that
ages, like
shit.
Yeah, but sometimes
Yeah,
then you can
but-
go on international break and express yourself because you're not in that club anymore.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
that
that's
Like
dynamic.
true.
If anything, I think he plays better for United than he does for Portugal.
Like I had a funny thing with my friend when Bruno was performing well for United. I was like, oh yeah, Ziyech are gonna outperform him. How wrong was I? I thought
Is he-
Ziyech was gonna be like such a good player for us.
I thought Ziyech was going to be good, but it hasn't worked. And sometimes you are wrong, and
Yeah.
I'm always one that if I'm wrong, I will admit it straight away. I'm never one to
Yeah.
admit that I got to be delusional and keep myself saying I'm right.
But do you guys think Haaland would fit us better than City?
Huh?
Like, do you think, like, because we're talking about how he doesn't fit Man City's playstyle and stuff, do you think Haaland would prefer, like, fit our playstyle better than City's? Or
Right
Because
now,
we are-
no, because I don't think. And if I'm honest, no striker really suits our way of playing at the moment.
yeah, that's true. If this was a prime Conte team,
Do you remember we used to get we that first sentence everyone used to say when talking about our team?
keeping possession doesn't mean you control the game. Yeah,
Well, now we don't even control the game or have possession.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Like, we can have a lot of possession. I don't mind that, but if we don't do anything with the ball, we don't control the game.
you know,
we ain't doing anything at the moment. This is even worse.
looking at how we are now, I'm actually very relieved for Haaland that we didn't get him, because people would have just maybe been talking about how shit he is and this and that, where it's actually a problem at Chelsea why he might not have been scoring goals. You know, I'm sure he probably still might have scored a few and done okay, but probably not as consistently as he does at Manchester City, just because of our situation at the moment. You know, but because I really like him as a player, and I'm so happy that he's doing so well, and he's going to be a player that I'm going to be watching that kid until he retires. I can tell you that right now. He's going to be next level his whole career. I honestly believe that.
Do you know what's funny?
Yeah.
CFC Daily making this comment absolutely ridiculous because he was Tuchel out at the end. He was one of the accounts that was pushing Tuchel out, and now he's saying this type of shit. Like, what the fuck does he want? What the fuck does he want?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually hate fans, and he's got a huge account, so obviously
does.
people listen to him. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. Oh, I mean, do you know what the best thing I've seen at the moment in this watch along in terms of on the actual screen for the game is I've just seen the new Black Panther trailer. That is the best thing I've seen all for this whole hour and 10 minutes at the moment on screen. Nothing about Chelsea. Chelsea's shite, but it's the only good thing I've seen.
like I'm enjoying Freddie Ljungberg's analysis of how Chelsea are playing more than the entire game.
I mean, I've currently just got adverts at the moment. Where did Carlito go, by the way?
Yeah, he was going to go. Yeah, I think it just got boring. He's coming back after the.
After half time, he reckons.
Yeah, he'll get back. He'll back on after half time.
Well, let's hope for a better performance in the second half. Although I know, even though I'm positive, I just don't see it at the moment. Like, it's just so.
Alfie's trying really hard to be positive. He just can't.
Because I just want to hold on. I'm holding on to this belief that it's not a shit group of players.
Mhm.
You know?
We really went from this
Oh, don't please.
to
Please.
this.
Oh man.
Like we went from Pedro, Costa, and Hazard to Mount, Gallagher, and Broja in attack.
Don't even start.
Yeah. Look, yeah, as I was saying, I honestly believe it's not unfair to say that these players are not shit players. Like it's actually a very decent group of players, you know, and I know that they can do so much better. So I keep holding on for that to finally show. You know, when the fuck that's gonna be, I don't know. But I'm gonna keep holding on, you know, because I just refuse to believe that this team is playing this poorly because it's actually this shit. It's not. Something just has to change in the fucking mentality of these players, and they will see a completely different Chelsea. I'm sure of it. Because these aren't bad players, you know.
Oh my god! I've just seen the funniest thing ever. So I just watched it. It was the Everton game, and apparently Iwobi threw his shirt into the stands at a fan, and the fan just threw it back at him.
Oh no.
How bad does it have to get that the fans don't even want to have your shirt?
Yeah.
Fuck me. If I mean, I absolutely despise Callum Hudson-Odoi right now, and in general. But if he threw me my shirt, I'm keeping it still. No words of a lie. I'm saying sign it up, and I'll still keep it. I'm shameless like that. But throw a player's shirt back in. You must have some serious hate.
Yeah.
But it won't be quite well this season, so I don't really understand that. But there you go.
Yeah. Like, it's funny to say that.
Pulisic is on, Azpi off. Get it!
Oh!
We're gonna win. For the back.
Wait, are you fucking with me right now? Are you fucking
I'm serious. Azpi off, Pulisic on.
Sadiq, I apologize for calling you names earlier. My bad.
That's a good one.
Okay, cool. Hey, but this is great. This is great. All right, here we go. Come on.
There comes a Pulisic hat trick.
Let's go. Do it for America. Day after Veterans Day. Let's go. Come on, Christian.
We're gonna win. Yo, you lot, we're gonna win.
So what's the defense now? Louis Hall left back.
Oh, is that right?
I guess Pulisic right wing back.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's still a 3-5-2, right? I mean, it's probably still, yeah.
Either Lewis Hall or Gallagher is on the right side.
Yeah.
Dude, by the way, hey, Sadiq,
I think-
once again, Lewis Hall, good player, bro.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
not Cobham bullshit. No Cobham bullshit. He's just good.
Gallagher at the right wing back.
Yeah, it was Gallagher, innit? Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Gallagher at right wing back.
Come on, you fucking Blues. I know you are so much better than you've been shown.
Finally,
Oh,
Broja
he
gonna
is.
get some
He
support.
is good. I mean, Alfred, I don't think Christian Pulisic's issue is play. I think it's the man. The guy is such an
asshole.
He's such an asshole, and he's such an enigma. He's so lacking in self-awareness. He just doesn't get the professional side of being a professional player. It's
not
weird.
He's not a human being.
It's just he just doesn't act, he doesn't act like one. He just doesn't.
I wonder though. I've always wondered: is there a team behind Pulisic that's just pulling the strings?
Yes, of course.
Because he is the America's man. So there must be someone back in the States or some sort of team behind him that is trying to pull him PR wise and trying to make as much money as they can out of him.
So there's a couple things. Number one, they're the ones definitely scheduling like the interviews. I mean, those are all premeditated. But then it's like it's not just that he has an agent.
Christian.
He just has an agent. It's okay. He also has a PR manager and he has a manager that manages his day-to-day stuff that the agent doesn't. So he's got a manager, a PR guy, and his fucking agent. So it's like this whole team, similar to what Russell Wilson is doing right now, which is a disaster in and of itself.
And then there's going to be people under their managers that are doing stuff as well.
It's not just that; it's his dad. It's his dad. It's his friends, and Look, I get that, like, he can do no wrong in America, but this is not America, and this is not America's sport. And so, like, he's just taking bad advice. He's taking bad advice.
And I always think when family have a very front kind of role in a player, it's always been bad. Callum Hudson-Odoi's brother, Pulisic's dad is the main two people. Mbappe of his mum, Rabiot of his mum.
Mbappe and his mum. Is really bad.
Is always a problem. Like
Haaland and his dad.
Haaland, his dad is there, but his dad doesn't get massively involved as other people have.
He wanted like 40 million.
No, but his dad was also a player. Like, there's respect there, and his dad doesn't overstep. His dad doesn't overstep.
Yeah,
there's a difference. Like, for example, you've got Reece James's dad. Reece James's dad is there, and he coached the kid forever, but he stays in the background. He don't get involved. He wants.
Hey, you lot gonna laugh at J5 in a second.
What's he done?
By the way, I think Reece James's dad way more involved in Lauren's career than Reece's. Like,
I think Reece is there. Reece is there and smashing it. So I think he does very well with Lauren.
Yeah. Oh my God, Lauren is fucking amazing. By the way,
Lauren's
amazing.
done so well. Last season, I didn't get the hype over Lauren James. Now I get it.
So I was going to ask you, like, is she supposed to be this good? Like, was this like something that we were expecting?
Yeah.
Yes and no. She did well at United when she was
did.
There.
Yeah.
But there was things like she was at Arsenal before and she got dropped from Arsenal. So it's like, well, was she really that good? And
yeah,
I did always get the vibe of it's James's sister, and that's why we're getting her so much.
Yeah.
As well, obviously she's talented, but there was plenty of other attacking midfielders, wingers that we could have got, and we've got, and as we saw last season, we have so much attacking players at Chelsea that we didn't really need Lauren James particularly, but we just got it because we could. And I actually find the only problem with the women's team is it's so big at the moment. And I feel too many big players are not getting game time. Like Jess Carter, Annick Nguyen have barely played, and they were fantastic last season.
Yeah.
The other thing about Jessie Fleming is an absolute star, and she don't get nowhere near as much game time now.
The other thing about the women's team is there's such a strong connection between the management team, their whole group, from the physios and everything in between, to the players. Like, there's just so much more chemistry between the executive branch and the players, and
also to the fans as well. Like,
I
know people that are season ticket holders at Kings Meadow, and it's wonderful. They go up to the fans, they're taking pictures, they're taking autographs, and they spend lots of time with the fans after. Mm-hmm. Like, we all talk about Mason Mount, Reece James, and all that being the Cobham lads, and they do all this. They're Chelsea fans through and through. They're Chelsea born. The women players show that far more than the men's players. Of course, the men's players can't spend an hour with all the fans because there's just too many people there, and you can't really do it. But there is. I love that there is that community. There is a real proper community feel with the women.
100% agree. Plus, they're just not assholes. They're not assholes like the men.
I mean, the perfect example of it was the Chelsea Women's Supporters Group had after the FA Cup win, they had a kind of after party in the bar kind of thing outside Wembley. And what the players did is they surprised the supporters group and went in to the party, stayed there all night, and had a massive party with them. And basically just was, I knew people were literally just drinking shots with the players, having fun, holding the women's FA Cup trophy just like that. And Emma Hayes was there as well. They were there all night. Some of the players even stumbled out, which obviously it's the end of the season, so you don't mind that a little bit. But could you imagine the men's players ever doing that with anyone?
No.
And
you got people like Pernille Harder and Sam Kerr. They get down, man. You can tell they're normal human beings. They will go and do that shit. They just will, and it's just they're not too big for it. And I just appreciate it. I think they're fucking cool, man.
Yeah, I know. Obviously, with Fran, she's kind of a bit more withdrawn at the moment. But I can understand
that's her personality. That's her personality, though.
But I also think with her
health stuff,
health-wise, she's very much withdrawn since then, which I totally get. 110%. Do what you need to do.
Well, Matt, it's scary. It's scary what she had to go through.
Every time I see her out for a prolonged time, I get panicky.
Oh, she's just done. She's just done.
Like there was a time at the beginning of the season she just randomly missed 2 or 3 games. And what annoys me with the women's team, they don't tell you when players are injured. They never tell you and someone really has to press it. And Fran was gone for like 3 games. No one knew, and I was like, "Oh no, is she going? Is she getting ill again?" Like, because that's the first thing you go to, and it's hard. It's hard. It's almost like she's like, the women's team. You feel like their family rather than these players. I couldn't give a shit about half these players, bar Reece James probably.
And so let me ask this question: is this because I always wonder if reporting injuries, is that the club and the league's relationship with the media? And is that why that they're obligated because of media partners for them to record injuries, or does that have more to do with the league? I'm wondering if it is the league partners for media or if it's the league itself. Because I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't.
Because in the NBA, you have to report injuries, and there's a lot of games, but like you always have to give a reason, and sometimes like if the reason isn't good enough, the team will get fined.
I don't think the league really need it that much. I think it's just the media you can't keep anything secret in that kind of aspect.
Gotcha.
Because the media are on it. We probably know before they do that they're injured half the time.
So the reason I'm saying is because in America, like that type of stuff is collectively bargained with the media partners. Is that like you are required to disclose that type of stuff. So there you go. Yeah, wow, we're playing like shit again, guys. It's not good. Also, Sadiq, I saw Jorginho slip. That was really something.
Yeah.
Well, Alfred, I'm still waiting for this 60th minute when we're supposed to wake up and come alive.
Yeah,
it's still 53rd minute, so just wait.
No, I'm just waiting for the 60th minute.
I'm waiting for like Graham Potter to go to the sideline and take like a key bump and say, "All right, guys, let's go." But alas, probably not.
This time, I was sometimes with Tuchel. He actually shouted at the players because to get them to play properly and do the things he wanted to.
Yeah, so does every top manager do it. Every top manager fucking yells at the players. But that's the thing, Sidra, is that's what I'm saying. I'm like, why is he not doing this?
I do think it's scarier though when it's in a German accent. I mean, no offense to Germans, but they're scary in just a normal accent in terms of without shouting. When they shout, fuck me, you get scared.
Yeah, that's true.
That video of Tuchel that time.
One of my mates, David, he's German. He's 6'5". Fuck me, when he starts getting shouty and leery, don't get me wrong, he's a gentle giant, so he would never hurt a fly. But you get loud and leery, you're walking away. You're not getting involved. You're not bothered.
Don't forget, Tuchel isn't small either. He's
6'5". He's huge. Tuchel's huge. Yo, Matt, let me tell you something, man. Germans, they do everything intimidating. They eat schnitzel intimidating, bro. They have sex intimidatingly. They do everything intimidatingly. So I hear you, brother. I'm on the same page.
We are really struggling. I don't want to talk about this game.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Anything but the game, Sandra. Anything but the game.
I'm actually enjoying this. We've had a lot of interesting discussions at the game because it's great.
Yo, Matt, how excited are you to not watch Chelsea for 6 weeks? Come on.
I can't wait. One thing I really want to do while we are in the World Cup, I can't wait to do a women's watch along. I want to do
I'm in.
We got UCL, Chelsea, Real Madrid. And I think we've got Tottenham as well in the World Cup.
Yeah, you see the Real Madrid women's team got battered, I believe, the other day. By Barcelona.
Well, it's Barcelona. We got battered.
Is it Alexis? Is it Pechuyas who's still out, but is like one of the best players?
Barcelona's women's team are just insane.
So are they? Is it them in Olympique Lyon? Those are still the top dogs.
Oh yeah, they were. I think Lyon beat Barcelona in the final.
In the final, yeah.
Don't forget the year before that we got the final. We got smacked by Barcelona. Was the 5-1 or something?
That was horrible. That was horrible. But to be fair, it was one of them things. We had the worst 10-20 minutes of our lives, and then after that, we felt absolutely fine. But it just everything that could have gone wrong in 20 minutes happened. I was just like,
It's so interesting because it was always for the women's national team in America, who just lost 3 in a row, by the way. It was always the goal of the top players on the team to go to Lyon. So, like Megan Rapinoe at the time went. I think Alex Morgan had a stint. The most talented player we have, Tobin Heath. She had a spell there. So it's like you got to go to Lyon. You got to go to Lyon. So that's kind of the goal.
It is the women's team at the moment.
Yeah.
And Barcelona, of course.
Yeah, but Barcelona's not going to let Americans on that team, though. No
But
way.
I think I do think in terms of squads, Chelsea is the third best team in that. Sometimes we don't. I think last year was a bit embarrassing in Europe. How we just collapsed and capitulated to Wolfsburg. But Wolfsburg is like our Bournemouth in terms of the men's.
Yeah.
If we see
Wolfsburg,
it's
2 years ago.
But Wolfsburg have one player that I would love to have at Chelsea, Lena Oberdorf. Oh,
Yeah.
a wonderful player, and she's still so young as well. It's again one of them naturally gifted young players.
Was she like MVP or something in the Euros for the women's? Oberdorf. I think she got the golden ball or something in the Euros.
I know she played really well. Even in the England game, she was the best player, and she was like there were times where she just. You think
guy,
she's done?
One interruption because this is pertinent. Lewis Hall is just playing great, just great defense. I think.
Yeah, like
he's playing well, man. You guys have got to give it to him.
Him and Broja are the best players on this pitch at the moment.
Yeah, this is. Well, by the way, it's kind of embarrassing that is the case, but alas, you got to still give him. The props.
our two. Koulibaly is now down.
Oh, is he? No, don't.
Yeah, he's sitting
down.
I think.
Please, hold on. No, please don't, because I've got Senegal on a sweepstake for a World Cup. Please don't be injured. Actually, no, be injured, because I want Senegal. Basically, what it is first, second, third, fourth get a prize, and then the worst team in the World Cup get a prize. So if Koulibaly's out and Mendy just flops it every game, I might get some money out of them.
I'm watching.
Do you see that Mane was drafted for the World Cup, included for the World Cup squad, and he's injured?
Well, yeah. I mean, there was Sky Sports went on a diatribe yesterday about Reece James not being included.
I don't think even Reece James, yes, he's injured, but I would still take Tomori or.
Wasn't there a thing that Reece James liked, something Paul Merson said?
Yeah, that's what it was. It was Paul Merson. And then on top of that, 90-minute football, the publication?
Yeah.
90 something. So they ranked the 25 best right backs in the world this morning, and Reece James was number 1.
Of course he is.
Well, by the way, that's not bias. I objectively would say he was number 1 if I was a Tottenham fan. He was unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't think anyone is on his level. I'd say Kimmich, and if you're going to play Cancelo on the right, is the only people that can match him.
Yeah,
so this is a cramp, right? Sindra, is this a cramp?
It didn't look like he pulled down. It just looked like a.
Oh, he's sucking down that fake Gatorade shit. Now it's a fucking cramp.
I mean, what it looked like was he just landed a tad awkwardly.
Okay.
So it didn't look like anything serious.
Yeah. Nah, but I agree. In my opinion, Reece James is the most well-rounded right back there is.
It's not just that. I think he's one of the best players in the world.
Of course, you can say Trent and Hakimi has their pros in Hakimi is rapid and really good offensively. Trent is amazing passing, but they also have cons. In my opinion, Reece James has really few cons.
Yeah, there is. I think the only thing that Reece struggles with a little bit is he in the moment.
Who's doing the beeping? Who's doing the beeping? What's going on here?
That's me. Just my mom is making dinner.
Okay, my bad. Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah. The only thing I think Reece James' pure weakness is he does struggle. He won't take his man on so much.
Yeah,
but that's because he's not that type of fullback. He uses pace and power, which is fine.
Yeah, and sometimes
it's not. He can though, Matt. It's not like I've seen him do it.
Yeah,
it's just he wants to combine. He wants to combine. Well, no, I think he wants to combine around the player, which he's really good at the 1-2, right? Which is a really simple way to beat a player. Yeah, Gallagher's got hitting the balls. Fucking.
I think in terms of it, Kimmich, very good defensive.
Yes.
Defender, but not can't match Reece attacking. Trent, good attacking defender, and Hakimi
The
as well,
worst defender
Can't-
ever.
but can't
Trent.
match Reece defensively. Cancelo is the only person that can play right back and has played right back that can match Reece James. Full stop. I do not want to
Matt, but the only thing is that Reece James, because remember, for all this other shit, which is all great and it's all part of the modern game, it's all wonderful. He is a defender, first and foremost, and as a defender, he's one of the only people in the world that can consistently shut down Vinicius Jr., who is a tough customer.
And
one
Leao.
of the best full-on wingers in the world. Him and Leao. I mean, look, this is why I wanted Fofana so badly, is because when it was him, when it was Fofana and Reece, they put the goddamn shackles on Leao. Like, Leao was like in prison. Like, he couldn't do goddamn fucking thing.
It's scary how
So
many...
it's defense, Matt. My point is that it's defense,
it's
too.
scary
Like,
how
he's
many
a
forwards and
defender.
left... Yeah. It's scary how many forwards and left wingers keep coming out and saying Reece James is the best person they've ever faced and how hard it is to be against Reece James. It's scary.
Try him, Matt. Like, can you imagine?
Yeah.
Can you?
Like,
I was pretty fast. Like, I could beat somebody. No fucking way, bro.
Honestly, I don't think I've seen anyone ever have an easy day against Reece James. And if they have admitted it, then they just have no football brain.
And also, I think one of the reasons for some of Reece James' injuries is his body type, like, because he's so powerful and physical. I think that also hampers a little bit of his body and can hurt him. But like, he's a fucking monster.
Hey, Matt, do you think that, or well, Sindra too, and Alfred, everybody, do you think that Reece James would? Now, a part of me saying this is it's going to be him taking something away. Like I was probably at my best, maybe 5'10", 160. And even then that's a lot of muscle. Like, and I think that Reece James is probably what, 5'10", maybe 170. Do you think that he would do well to maybe lose? And again, I'm not saying he's fat because he's not. He's ripped as hell. But like maybe lose a little bit just because it's kind of fucking with his injuries.
I think he should do that. Because,
like Sindra, because I felt even at like 160, I felt like I was in the gym too much, and I felt like I could get injured because I was probably carrying, because like 5'10", 160. I mean, it's kind of big, and and I was like I could run like the wind, but it didn't
Gallagher,
matter.
man.
Oh, sorry. Go. Oh, Sadiq, give me a minute. Let me catch up.
Hey, it's a good chance at least. We got it on target. You can say complain all you want, Sadiq.
We need Havertz.
It's still a good shot from Gallagher.
Yeah, it's a good shot and a good save. He
Oh, he didn't score? God damn it, Sadiq. What are you doing to me, man?
That's the thing. Sadiq, I don't see what you're moaning about. Gallagher has made a great tackle to intercept that and then created the chance for himself, and he's been forced a good save. I don't mind that.
Yeah,
I mean, the Arsenal game, we didn't see that.
It's the best thing we've done. This is the best thing we've done the entire game.
I mean, and if we're brutally honest, that's probably the best chance of the whole game between
Oh,
us and
fuck. All right, so, Matt, my question is simple. Should Reece James lose a little bit of weight? Even I'm not calling him fat because he's not fat.
See, I don't know, because the problem is, I wouldn't. If it's going to make him less injured, I'd take that, but I don't want it. I don't want him to lose weight and then lose performance, because that weight is essentially his power and strength.
It's good weight. It's good weight.
Yeah, so I don't see that much of a problem. I just think we do need someone who can actually rotate with him, and not make it such a detriment to the side.
I think what I want is actually, like, I know we don't like players from the German league, but
speak for yourself. That's only Sadiq that doesn't like him.
I would probably go for Jeremy Frimpong from Leverkusen. Like, he is really well attacking.
That's bad news.
What's that?
Callum Wilson is on.
Bad news.
They scored.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
What?
Oh, fuck.
Bad news.
Oh, I know.
Joe Willock just scored a banger.
Oh no, I've just seen it on my phone. Right,
This team is full of problems, bro.
Right.
This is bad.
Did you
What?
see their goal? Did you see?
Oh my God!
so done.
Koulibaly, that is no.
I'm
Oh no!
so
Oh no! Oh
done.
no! What? Oh, Alfred,
It might be offside. It might be offside.
What happened to 60 minutes?
All right,
60 minutes
I can't listen to this and
Were
watch
we
this.
not attacking, Matt? Were we not attacking? We just
Yeah,
had a
we
great
woke up and then we
opportunity
conceded. We woke up and then we conceded.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man.
I think
Oh,
no, it's offside. It's offside.
Is it offside?
Almiron
it
is
is.
offside.
It is. Fucking way offside.
It is. That is offside.
Yeah, that's offside.
Get in there, VAR. Come on.
Koulibaly, but even then, Koulibaly should not be getting ripped like that.
Yeah, like the way Almiron basically heads the ball back and forth to the ground 2 to 3 times. You should not be beaten there. Like I can understand that you're afraid to go in because if you hit him with your feet, if you hit his head with your feet, you're gone. That's a red card. But still, what?
What the fuck? Have they
It stood.
given the goal?
Yeah,
It stood.
No way.
it
I
stood.
swear to you.
That looks way offside.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How the fuck did that stand?
I wanna go like they can now show like how far offside people are. I want to see that on this. I want to see that on the game. Like, please show me that's not onside or offside. I mean, please show me that's onside because he looked way from
Yeah.
what I can see.
Of
he was-
course, that may just be the camera angle being shit, but surely that looks offside. to me.
Sadiq, is it offsides or not? For fuck's sake, Sadiq, is it offsides or not?
It wasn't
It's
offside.
not. It's not offside, but
This is
for
fucking
RB,
stupid.
it
I'm
looks
5
offside.
minutes behind. I'm not doing this. I'm 5
Yeah,
minutes behind.
They
Either way,
didn't
bro,
even look at it. They didn't even look at it.
They didn't even look at
Koulibaly should be doing
it.
better, man.
They didn't even
And
look
that
at
last tackle at the end was just atrocious. I'm sorry, man.
How
Well,
can
the
you
guy
not
looked
look
like he
at
was
it?
10 meters offside, man. Jesus
He was at
Christ.
least 3 meters offside.
Well,
How
guys,
can-
prepare to be the second best team in West London.
Yeah,
Oh,
KJ has converted to the best team in West London.
Bro, I support Fulham, man. I don't even know why I'm here.
KJ, you doing your sermon later on?
Bro. Mate. I don't even know if I want to be here anymore, lads. I know I can't do this. I can't do this anymore.
This
Yeah,
team.
Oh,
Matt,
well,
League.
looks-
Matt, if you do a pod, I'll be there, bro. I'll give a long ass speech as to why this club is shit.
Do you know what? I might not be on it, but I think you, just as Carlito, would be a fantastic pod. I
Bro,
will gladly sacrifice my spot to have that.
I'm so ready. man.
Can't
I'm
you
so
be
ready.
4 guys on the pod?
Yeah, but I think it depends on how long you want it to be. I think
Yeah.
when you got Jesters, Carlito, and KJ, all 3 of them are very good at talking. I think if you get
True.
4 or 5 people on it, it gets to the point where it's 2-3 hour pods, and then some people don't want to listen to that.
Yeah, true.
I'm literally writing
So,
down my points right
if it was a
now.
live stream, it's different because people watch it live.
Yeah.
And
Go on, Broja. Go on. Nah, ref. There's a
yeah, I actually might organise that. KJ, are you free tomorrow?
Yeah, bro.
I'll text you tonight. I'll probably get. I might be on. I might not be. Because I'm going to watch Black Panther tomorrow. So it depends.
Dude,
on that.
I just came from the cinema right now and I watched it.
Ah,
Don't
Mendy.
spoil it. But is it
Mendy
sad?
Mendy could have done better.
It is sad, but you'll love it though.
I can't wait. I love Black Panther's one of my favourite Marvels. Everyone, most of my mates can't understand why, but I love it. I love Black Panther.
He's such a cool hero.
I might have
Bro,
to give
listen,
him a watch if you
for
reckon
me-
they're that good, Matt.
For me,
I really do
Marvel
love Black
doesn't
Panther.
make good sequels, right? Marvel doesn't really make good sequels, but this one is right up there with Winter Soldier. It's so good.
Oh,
I
look,
actually
oh,
cried.
look
Like, I
at
actually
that
cried.
blue
was
hole.
great. Iron Man 2
Oh.
was great.
Apart from that.
Objectively.
Yeah, I loved Iron Man 2.
But look, that post-credit scene, it made me cry. So
Oh no! Oh god!
just
So
prepare yourself.
I should prepare tissues.
Bro, prepare yourself. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
Wow. Sounds very interesting.
Oh my gosh, they're showing the replay, man. Mendy.
Free subs, guys. Free subs. Let's go. We're coming back.
Bro,
Yeah,
why is Mendy doing slow motion saves, man?
Should have came 10 minutes ago, for fuck's sake.
Who are they putting on? Ziyech.
Ziyech is coming on for Mount. Harvard is coming out for probably Broja. And Kukurea is probably coming on for either Koulibaly or Louis Hall. I hope it's Koulibaly because I don't.
19's coming off. Yeah, Mount's for Ziyech.
Louis Hall is off.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, where's a mother blood clot, Yang? Jesus Christ.
Say it one more time.
I'm a blood clot, Yang.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
if Havertz comes on for Broja, I'm gonna be annoyed. Oh, why? We've just sacrificed this game.
Yeah.
I really don't understand why when you need a goal, you take off a striker to put on a false 9 striker. Because you've lost. This team is automatically less attacking now than it was before.
Why the fuck would you not put Aubameyang on his what?
And especially now you've got Ziyech who can cross the ball. You've taken off the guy that can get on the end of it a header. I know Havertz can as well, but put both of them on. You're losing 1-0. You've got nothing to lose. I'd rather go for it, lose 2-0, than embarrassingly lose 1-0 again.
Yeah. That's it. And Aubameyang's not even going to the World Cup, for fuck's sake. Why the hell would you not put him on?
And one thing I'm going to say, people won't talk about it because this player never gets mentioned, but Kovacic has been poor completely again. And I know KJ won't like that, but he has another stinker.
He's a Fulham fan anyway, so he doesn't win.
I don't give a shit, bro.
Cover can be
Mitrovic.
We'll sell Cover to Fulham for you.
Bro, listen, can I tell you something? He can come through. Him and Mitrovic, woo! Fire galore.
We'll make a trade. We'll trade him for Mitrovic.
On the real though, I think Graham Potter's job's gonna be on the line. I can't lie.
I can't see Bowley just throwing 60 million away.
Bro,
plus, 60 million plus because you got to sack all of his backroom staff.
Something has to give, man, because there's one thing about a rebuild is you need to show at least some sort of progress. This is just the biggest regression I've ever seen, ever, in football, ever. I don't even think Arsenal regressed this bad.
Well, let's say we go a few games, playing poorly, but we're going now. Is this our third game in a row without a goal, without even scoring a fucking goal if we don't score in this game?
Yeah. I mean, it's the fourth game, fifth Premier League game in the row of no goal.
What?
Brentford, we didn't score.
No,
Brentford, we didn't score. Oh, no, United, no, ignore me. United, we did score 1 goal, but that was a penalty.
Yeah,
outside of the non-penalty goals, we haven't scored in 5 games.
Wow. That is
you know how bad that is,
man. That is fucking bad. Shit, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't have much hope for Graham Potter. I never backed him anyway, so I can't even get angry.
The problem is we can't do shit about it now anyway because we just fucking brought him in. So what are we going to do? We can't just keep on doing this. Well, what happens if we do get rid of him, let's say hypothetically, another manager comes in and is just as bad or worse. We can't just get rid of managers all the fucking time because these pricks don't want to play. I'm out of answers, man. I don't know.
Bro, I stick to my same arguments. I don't believe a team full of world-class players can suck this bad.
Yeah, that's a
like I genuinely refuse to. I fully refuse to blame the players. People can blame them, say they should, say they that. I just think if your manager is getting the setups wrong, is not fielding his best 11, can't put on a good run of form, can't inspire the players in any way, then I don't know, man.
I vehemently disagree because these players have failed 4 managers now in the exact same way, in the exact same problems. Yes, some managers have done better and some managers have done slightly worse, but the same players have caused the problem. And it's just a combination of we keep buying little bits of players for certain managers. They keep getting stuck, and we've got no ident. There's no identity. I don't get how any manager can work with these set of players that are nothing. There is no one system that can fit all these players because they're all completely different players and completely different systems. That's the problem. It's not even the quality of the players. Some of these players are on individually quality players and should be individually doing very well, but there's no system that these players can work on. The attacking players suit one system, midfielders suit another system, the defenders suit another system, and the goalkeeper suits another system. I kind of explained it. We're a possession-based team with no creative midfielders.
Yeah, well, I'm
The
going
most
back
ironic part of
probably when the game is over because I'm going to go and eat, so I'm just going to...
Yeah, I think we're going to end it basically once it's full time.
There's no point of doing a review after this, in my opinion.
What is there to review?
There's one shot on target from us, and that's Gallagher's shot. That's the only thing to review, in my opinion.
We've basically been doing the review during the game anyway, talking about how shit we are.
Yeah, I mean, Sadiq can kind of do a video because that also does quite well views, to be honest.
I didn't hear what you say.
I said you probably do a video after this as a review anyway because it does
100%. There's no point wasting time at full time, lads. I'll just do a video. It's the final game.
It does better reviews anyway as well.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, this is honestly. I'm glad I'm on here because I think it's been a very good discussion with you guys. And we've discussed a lot of things, Chelsea, past, present, women's, future. And it's been a very good conversation, but this game fucking sucks.
Yeah, it really does. I was expecting a lot more, man.
My girlfriend was like, "Why are you going on the watch along if it's so bad?" I'm like, "Because I get to talk to you guys, and that gives me joy. Me watching this game on my own would actually, I'd just be sitting there, tissues because I'd be crying with how bad this is."
Yeah.
You guys are like a rehab session with this shit.
Well, we're glad we can help. Fucking hell, I can't believe this, man. It doesn't even feel like we're going to get a goal back in this game, man. Yeah, like we were saying earlier, I'm not sure if Sadiq was here, but yeah, 5 Premier League games basically without a goal, with the exception of that penalty against Manchester United.
Alfred, I thought we were supposed to wake up in the last 30 minutes.
We did. We had that fucking goal.
We woke up for about a minute and a half.
Yeah, we still woke up. We just fucking paid for it.
Brilliant.
Oh fuck! We just had a pretty damn good chance. Shit.
Oh, now that's a ball I have not seen all game, and that's not the fault of Lewis Hall because I know Cucurella has replaced Lewis Hall, but that was a fantastic ball.
See, Matt, we're woken up.
Alfred, don't.
Have we not? What else have we done the whole fucking game besides the Gallagher opportunity?
Alfred, all I'm gonna say is a broken clock is right twice a day.
That is true. Fucking hell.
Sucks. This actually sucks.
We just need to come out of nowhere and do a Tottenham, score fucking 2 goals in bloody 3 minutes.
Yeah, lads, I can't finish this game. I'm going. I can't finish this game.
You're gonna miss the comeback, bro.
Bro, if we come back, I will enter this stream naked, bro. I will. I don't know, man. I will super chat Sadiq his salary for the next year. That's what I'll do.
I will fucking laugh my ass off if we miraculously, if it happens.
Like I fully have no faith. Like this is the first time in forever. Well, like nah, it's not. This game's not for me. I'm sorry, but you know what? I will be back next time. And yeah, I'll check you guys later.
Big up, bro. Thanks for joining us anyway,
Yeah,
even though it's such a struggle at the moment. Oh, poor KJ.
I'm just looking, thinking 8 minutes plus added time to go. That's all we got left.
That's time for 3 goals for Newcastle.
I'm just thinking it's only 8 minutes more suffer. All I'm expecting now is Conte to come back and say, suffer. Carlito back with an absolute thing in the background. I don't know what that is, but
Nothing. It's not me.
oh, just when I clicked on you, it just suddenly there was just like
No. Sorry, no. I didn't want to watch the game with Sadiq being 5 minutes ahead. It drove me nuts because I am still a fan of the team, and I want to watch the team without him telling me what's fucking happening. It's not acceptable. No, look, I'll just say this because everybody here, I love you guys. I adore you. You're the best. But let me be very clear. I'm in marketing. I meet with companies every day. Some of them really big, some of them small, some of them in between. Doesn't matter. But what I do know most of all is that there are certain groups of people that are waiting to take advantage of a situation. And if you come in with a certain attitude and you do not keep that group that you're leading up to task, if you are not in control of the situation, if you allow that group to take advantage of you, they fucking will. And in this case, we have a manager that thought that his style of the way to lead a group of people would be to be passive and to allow them to be people and to be progressive and to be super in tune with their emotions and to have all of these yoga sessions. If you allow a group of people like this on this team to say, hey, we don't have a hard ass taking us to task. We don't have a hard ass, holding us accountable. No, we've got a guy that, wants to treat us as human beings, but in return isn't going to yell at us when we fuck up. If you allow that to happen, that group of people will take advantage of you. And what's going on right now is that group of people, which is our team, is taking advantage of Graham Potter because Graham Potter is not smart enough to recognize that what he's doing is not acceptable for this group because this group needs someone the antithesis of him. This is not acceptable.
No, it's not. I completely agree with you. And the thing is, this man goes, he goes on a post-match interview after performances like the one against Arsenal and says that the lads gave it their all. Are you fucking kidding me? And I don't know if he's just saying that, like to
I wonder if he actually believes it, Alfred.
That's the problem. If he actually believes that's them giving it their all, that is a serious fucking problem.
Alfred, I saw it 2 years in a row. We brutalized Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. Brutalized them.
Yes.
That is giving their all because that was our level fucking 7 months ago?
Yep. Exactly. And that's what I was going to say. If this is what he considers the lads giving it their all, the reason why that's such a big fucking problem is because if he means it, he's not even going to try to change it because he's happy with the effort that they're putting in. That's fucking terrible.
Alfred, it's more than that. He's making $12 million a year. He's making $12 million a year. And what we get from him is the lads gave it their all. The lads gave it their all. Mason likes to play in the games. The lads gave it their all. Mason likes to play the games. This is just complete bullshit. This is complete bullshit. I'm offended for every coach that's ever really fucking given a shit and spent, 8 years getting a fucking license that really matters, like I have.
60 million, his
Yeah.
contract.
Yes, and by the way, we will be obligated to pay every single fucking penny, regardless of whether he stays or not. Sadiq, this is not acceptable. We do not, as a club, act like this. We have never acted like this, where it's like, we're looking for this holistic idea about the confluence of sport and, humanity and what it means within the community. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. This is a business. And this is about winning. Nothing else. Shut the fuck up if you don't think it's anything other than that. This is about winning. This is Chelsea.
We are
I am so fucking furious. Because this is not what I signed up for with Graham Potter. I didn't think that he was going to be this flaccid, this lip dick penis bullshit. Sadiq, this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. This is like a boss. This is like a boss allowing an employee to come into work late every single day just because he likes the employee. And you have all the other employees looking at him going, I'm a better employee than him, but since you like him, you allow him to come into work late. This is what's happening. Sadiq and I get in arguments all the time. But at the end of the day, when I speak with him and when he speaks with me, we have standards about what we want for WorldWideChels and what we dream about going forward. And none of that would ever allow lack of effort. Ever! And this is just a small little streaming company, which is going to be big one day. But with this club, this is a huge fucking club, Sadiq. Can you imagine you or I ever acting this way? No. Yeah. I'm
mad.
so angry, and I am not an angry dude, Sadiq. I'm not an angry guy. I'm not. This is making me angry irrationally.
When's it gonna end, Moby?
I don't know, Robbie. I don't know.
Go on, Alfred, give me some positivity. Come on.
I can't.
Okay.
It's not just that we fired a fucking brilliant top 5 in the world manager. It's that we fired him because we wanted the opposite. And it wasn't we, it was the people, I don't know, the people pulling the strings. That they were offended that Tuchel was too coarse, that he was too curt, that he was too big of an asshole. I don't know. Yeah, well, guess what? If you've ever been in the real world, you will understand that everybody's an asshole, and it's entirely about how you handle it.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, you have to have the emotional maturity to have someone say "fuck you" to you and be like, that's all right. No, I ain't too bothered about it. Not good. But it's crazy, dude. This is crazy. This is insane.
Well, Sadiq, here's your positivity. 7 minutes of added time. We still got time to win it.
7 minutes? Oh, for fuck's sake. I thought this game was going to be over.
By the way, again, Matt Ball. Once again, I will say, Lewis Hall. Really good performance.
Oh, I just...
You guys asked for one positive? I'm going to say it's an 18-year-old kid that cared more than everybody else.
Yeah, and look, Sadiq, anything that I usually say to try and be positive, it can't happen, right? It's irrelevant if the players don't want to make it happen. I'm always here talking about the DNA of this club and how we never stay down for long and how we always unexpectedly come out and win something when nobody thinks we will. But for that to happen, the players have to want to. Yeah, and at the moment, for whatever fucking reason, these players just do not give a fuck. So therefore, nothing that I can say would have any validity.
Yeah, I mean, I remember like the Makalele days, Duff days, the fucking Robin days. These guys, they were so respectful, not just of the club, but of themselves. They were so interested in making goddamn sure that their career and their standing within the game was one that was respected by their peers. They fucking cared. They cared. And I just don't see it. I don't see it from this group because this group just feels like it doesn't matter if I'm making mistakes because I won't get punished for it. Matt Ball, I cannot abide that. Matt Ball, I cannot abide that.
Good for assist. Come on, let me go. Please give me some fucking fantasy points instead.
We're fucked.
Honestly, I don't get where this club goes. Yeah.
We have to buy in January. I mean, that is the move. It's the move. This is Matt. If it was my money and I took emotion out of it, this is what I would do. You have to buy in January and salvage the season because we're not going to get top four, but we can still win Champions League if we fucking buy relentlessly.
Luckily, we've got the World Cup, guys. World Cup.
I can't fucking wait for the World Cup. Oh man, I love the World Cup. I watch every single fucking game. I don't care if it's Korea versus Nigeria. I'll fucking watch it. It's the World Cup.
Oh, dude, Nigeria's got the dopest kits. Always the dopest kits.
Yep.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
true.
I'm not even a kit guy. No, I want to be watching. I'm going to watch the Netherlands a lot. I love Frankie de Jong, so I kind of want to see what they can do.
Oh, I mean, obviously, I'll be watching England, Belgium, and any other game I can.
Matt, he's an honorary Belgian.
I'll be keeping a most keen eye on obviously Australia, Germany, and England.
Yeah, Germany is actually, well, I would say England and France have the most talent, but Germany is just, like I said, their coach, he's meaner than the rest. He inspires the players more than the rest.
Yeah, well, I have Portuguese family as well, so I got a little bit of a spot for Portugal too.
Nice. Hey, Matt, let me ask you a question. Oh, yeah, Portugal. By the way, Alfred, you see their fucking roster? It's amazing.
Yeah, they're very fucking good.
It's amazing. Ronaldo, all Ronaldo has to do is sit in the box. That's all he's got to do. So, Matt, I was going to ask you with Belgium, Lang, is Lang ever going to get a
Lang's from Netherlands.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. No, I was fuck. What was I going to say? Actually, I was going to say Hazard. Sorry, no. I know Lang is Netherlands. Hazard. Is Hazard going to actually even play? My mistake, by the way. My mistake, man.
I don't know because when he has played for Belgium, he's done very well, and he's been the best Hazard has been Hazard when he's on international duty.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think if he's fit, he'll play.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll save him for specific bigger games, but he'll play. I think.
So speaking of Lang, obviously,
but they have some very good young talent in Belgium as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if other players play as well.
So speaking of Lang, since I brought him up, do you think Lang will play for the Netherlands?
I don't see because he hasn't been playing a lot for Club Brugge. So I don't know whether he's going to play a lot for Netherlands. But
I think Mendy's going to score from the free kick. I think Mendy's going to score. I'm calling it now.
I mean,
come on, free kick, guys. Free kick.
Genuinely, I can't believe Mendy's up for a free kick.
Mendy, come on, Mendy.
That would be crazy. I mean, a point would be nice, but it's still fucking frustrating. But it would be nice. Come on, Mendy, bicycle kick.
That was actually really good, brother. What? Oh, that's a red card. That was a red card. Pass! That's a
I fucking hate Kovacic, man. What the
Why did he
fuck,
pass there? What's wrong with this guy?
Hate Kovacic. What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's a push in the back.
I hate this fucking
He's
game.
offside. He's offside.
Well, let's see what's going on.
Down. He was offside. He was definitely offside there.
Well, so was the first goal.
Get the ball up the other side. Get the ball up. Move. Pass. What? I swear. Look at them when they're fouling, bro. What the fuck? I swear, all they're trying to do is 2-foot us.
These tackles.
Look how many tackles they had. Oh my god.
These tackles are absolutely ridiculous. How have we not got one?
That was a red card. That was a 2-footed red card. And the same one on Kovacic was even 2-footed. I'm sorry, that's embarrassing.
Why did it take us the last 2 minutes of injury time to actually run at Newcastle? I mean, considering as well there is a World Cup next week and these players are going in to injure people, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Mate, even the subs is trying to get in the way. He's going to book him. Are you kidding me? Havertz was backing behind him. He's getting away with Gorilla. I'm not going to lie, this is actually a massive result for Newcastle.
Yep.
This is affirming their top 4.
All right. Well, hey, Matthew.
What is going on?
The referee just pushed Pulisic.
How far are they? How far are Newcastle behind first?
There's no point muting me. We are shit. The game's finished. Okay?
Well,
There's no point.
Hey, Sadiq, I'm going to go have an uncharacteristic cigarette and fuck this game. See y'all.
But they're fighting. The best bit about this, they're fighting now. They're fighting.
How is Pulisic pushing the ref? I'm sorry, but I understand you're frustrated, but you can't push a ref.
Did he? No,
yeah, he
wait,
did.
I
I want to see these fights now. Where's these fights?
He's in deep shit if he did that, man.
Oh, go on, Havertz. First time Havertz has ever got a pair of bollocks. Smack him, Havertz. Go on. If you're gonna get sent off, Havertz, do it fully and hit him. Hit him. Go on, hit him. Oh, just go on, Cucurella. Just smack him in the face. Smack that little idiot in the face. Lanky twat. Dan Burn. You've done nothing. You've done nothing in your career, mate. Fuck you. And Willock, you prick. Arsenal
Yo,
scum.
you lot, man. Wrap this up, man. Fuck this. Don't stop wasting your time, man. Go watch F1 or something. You
Go
lot.
on, Kovacic. Smack Wilson. Smack Wilson. Get Ivan Toney in England squad. Go
Bro,
on.
they don't want to do anything. Yo, Matt, I'm out, man. End the stream if you're going to watch this shit, man. Safe.
Yeah, safe. I'm done. All right.
Shall I end it? End it, man. Just end it. I'm sorry, man. End it, man.
I'm going to say thank you to everyone for tuning in because
Yeah, thank you, actually. Thank you.
It's been a long recap session. I hope you enjoyed it. But yeah,
Actually,
we'll see you at the World Cup, and we'll see you at happier times at the World Cup.
I'm so sorry, Sadiq. I just wanted to say one quick thing.
Yeah.
About Melina, if I may.
Oh yeah. No, definitely.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, we love and respect her dearly on this channel. She's fighting for her life currently, unfortunately, in hospital with pneumonia. Melina, we are praying for you. We love you, and we really, really hope that you pull through, and we see you back very, very soon.
Well said, man. Well said. Wrap it, man. Take care, you lot, man. Like the video, people.